Hey guys, so it has been a little while. I do have a new mini PC to share today. You will have to excuse the office or the lack thereof of an office. Currently, I'm living in an RV, for those who don't know, as I'm waiting for my home to be finished. But I do have this mini PC that I needed to share. I've had it for a little while now, and all my stuff's in the storage. So I was able to go to the store. I ran and I got a keyboard and I got a mouse. I actually let my daughter choose it. So they are pink, and they're going to be hers once everything's said and done. And then I did have my little portable monitor, so at least I could still do a demonstration with this. And this one is the ACEMAGIC Matrix Mini. It's the M1. Sports an i9-11900H, and it's got 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, plus it's got 1 terabyte of storage space. So you actually have a decent amount of space and speed with this one. Now here in the front of the interface, we do have a Type-C. We have two USB 3.0s out in the front, and we have an audio jack. Now, I would prefer if the audio jack was in the back. I know most people would probably be using headphones or something, but I still would rather have that back here, so it's just out of the way, and I can plug it into external speakers and stuff. So on the back, we have an HDMI, and we also have a display port. We have a LAN port, and we have 4 USB 3.0s on the back. All right, so like I said, I don't have a whole lot of space, don't have an office, but let's go ahead and we'll get this booted up. I'll show you some examples. I do have a couple games installed on here right now. I did install Fortnite, and I played around with it. My daughters kind of laughed at me because I was always telling them that I don't play Fortnite and I'm not interested, and then the next thing, they're like, are you playing Fortnite? And of course I use the excuse that I get asked by some of you guys if it will actually play Fortnite. So I decided, okay, I'll download and I'll install the Fortnite and I'll give it a try and we'll see if it actually works. Also, for those that are wondering, this is the power brick that does come with it. So one thing I do get asked quite often when it comes to like mini PCs, because a lot of people actually like these because of the power consumption of it. I do get asked often how much power these use. So while I'm in an RV and I'm using power stations for half my stuff, let's go ahead and test that. It looks like a boot we're using a little over 40 watts. I mean, I don't know 100% if this cord will work with video, but I am not getting video when it comes to the Type-C. Alright, so one thing I didn't install was OBS Studio, so that way I can actually show you some of the screen itself and some of the stuff in here. So let me go ahead and get that downloaded and installed. My internet's not quite as fast. I am on Starlink. It works pretty well most of the time, but sometimes it's a little slow. Alright, let's see how fast. I'll be able to show you that this computer does work pretty decently on like speed of installing things. I haven't had any issues with that. This mini PC is actually pretty snappy. So it's been quite a while since I've used OBS Studio. I don't stream. I haven't done it in years. But let's see. Option, capture. There we go. So we'll have our monitor. Alright, so we're going to start the recording on the screen. That way I can show you the internal stuff, and that will make things a little bit easier. I'm not sure how well it's going to run while the game is running, so we'll try that too. But let's go into the About section for those that are wanting to know about that stuff. Some other stuff I have installed was also DaVinci, so for those that are wanting to know if this will be able to edit video and stuff, it sure can. Now, I don't have a 4K monitor, so I'm not going to be able to show you any of the 4K stuff, but this computer will display up to 3 monitors in 4K. Now I'll go ahead and take you to the About section, where I can show you that it has the 1 terabyte of storage, or it shows 954 gigabytes of storage. And right now we have over half of it being used, which was mostly games that I installed for testing. Graphics card is 128 megabytes. This is an Intel UHD graphics, so it's not going to be high end for your resolutions for gaming and stuff, but it actually will still work. You got 32 gigs of RAM, and then like I mentioned earlier, you got the 11th gen Intel R Core i9-11900H at 2.5 gigahertz, and this one does come with Windows 11 Pro. Now, when I first got this, I did go in, I did do a lot of different tests for like viruses and malware, just to make sure there was nothing on here. I also did look to see if there was any bloatware, and there's not, from what Microsoft already pretty much forces you to have on there. I haven't removed anything. I did add a few things. I added some streaming services and the games and stuff. Everything else was kind of already here, but it wasn't bloated with any like extra stuff, which was nice. Now, originally I did do a test for the Crystal Disk Mark, and I did take a screenshot of that. And Our speeds were pretty decent. It wasn't the fastest I've ever had, but definitely not slow at all. We had over 3,000 read and 2,000 write, which is pretty darn good for a mini PC, I think. So we got 34 on the read, so pretty close to the other one, just slightly better. But let's go back over here, and while we're waiting on that, so we're using 55 watts of power right now for this mini PC. That's also including what is powering the monitor too, because the monitor is plugged into the mini PC being powered off the Type-C. So 61 watts, 50 watts. And based off of this wattage, at 72% on this power station, we can run this mini PC for 5.5 hours, so that's not too bad. And it looks like we got 2245 on the right. I do not know if running like the OBS Studio and stuff affects this much, but either way, these are pretty good speeds. Alright, so the first game, I will go ahead and fire up Cyberpunk, because that one is a bit more resource demanding compared to a lot of the games I have played, and it is one game that I actually do have and own. I've owned it for a while, I just never play it. Now, I have owned Cyberpunk since it came out, and I was looking at the account stuff, and it said I only played for like 10 hours, so I never actually got into the game. When I originally bought it, I had a PC that just couldn't handle it. I am going to turn off the sound just because I do have issues with copyright stuff a few times when it came to music in the games and the sounds. So I'm going to go ahead and just have all the sound off during this. But we're going to go ahead and get this booted up. Now, originally, the computer that I had when I bought Cyberpunk, it couldn't play it. It got overheated, really way too hot, and it just was really, really slow. Now, I know that they made changes, they optimized, and at least that's what I heard, but I never really got back into playing the game after I had so many issues with it. And yeah, I have a better computer now, I just don't really game much. But as you can see, the resolution is actually not too bad. Everything is movable, no glitching, it actually runs pretty well. But I have to say, this is probably one of the best mini PCs that I've actually gamed on, because it actually runs pretty decent. But you will see, like, even with Cyberpunk, it was actually really playable. I didn't have any horrible experiences. It's not 4K resolution, it's not high resolution, but it's actually enjoyable and playable. Now, I'll go ahead and fire up Fortnite, because that is probably one of the most common ones I get besides, like, Minecraft. This will play Minecraft just fine, but I don't own the Minecraft, and I'm not going to pay for it to play it. And I died. Like I said, I'm horrible. I didn't even have a weapon. But as you can see, it runs great. There's no issues with the resolution or it lagging out or anything. So it looks like when I'm playing back the video that I recorded on the screen with the OBS Studio, that it is definitely like lagging. It didn't really record it correctly. I don't know if that was my settings or if the computer wasn't keeping up, but the game was running just fine. So it may have been some of my settings on here. And it's only doing it during the game. If I skip ahead, but yeah, I don't know if it's on just the regular screen. But yeah, it looks like that it was lagging behind. It wasn't really recording the screen very well. I don't have a capture card, or I do, but it's in storage buried somewhere. So I don't have one to test if it would work better, because I'm sure it would work better with the capture card. That's definitely a bummer though, because I was trying to share some of this stuff, so hopefully the camera picked a bit of this up. I'm also going to be doing some editing, so I will open up DaVinci Resolve, which is my choice of editor. And on here, I just have the free version. Now, I'm not an advanced editor. I don't really do a ton of stuff with mine, but I'll put a video together really quick and export it and just show you how well this actually will run, and it will edit something for you. I had about 20 gigabytes on this SD card, and it's averaging about 260 or a little bit above that megabytes a second. I just want to be able to give you an idea how fast this computer will actually be able to edit something for you. I'm going to do a 4K YouTube export. And then we're going to go ahead and render it all. Now, it's definitely not as fast as my MacBook or maybe a high-end editing computer, but it's still actually not too bad. So this is a few minutes long. It's 4K footage. It doesn't have a whole lot of extra stuff like music and everything in it, but it gives you an idea for a basic editing task. And it's saying that we're going to be about 6 minutes remaining on this video. I think on my MacBook it might be about 2 minutes for this one. Now, as you can see, streaming works awesome on this. We're not going to have any issues with that. I mean, we were able to game with it, so any kind of streaming you want to do, not a problem. All right, so with my conclusion of the mini PC, I wish I could share a little bit more. I definitely have to get some of my tools. Hopefully, I'll be in my home soon, and I'll be able to get my capture card and all that stuff. Overall, I think this would be perfect for anybody that wants a small form mini PC. You want something small for your family. It's budget, but it will still do just about everything. I was able to play some AAA games with it, but even if it's on lower resolution, you can still game with it and have an enjoyable experience. The other thing is that it doesn't use much power at all. If we come over here, it hasn't really drained this a lot. I mean, the gaming and stuff did kick it up a little bit extra, the same with the editing. But we still have 62% left on this. I forgot how much it was in the beginning with it. I know it said we had like 5.5 hours, and it's probably been, actually, I don't know how long I've been working on this. But overall, it's budget friendly. It plays games, it'll edit, and it'll do pretty much everything that your family needs. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.